So this is just pardon me, excuse me. Pardon me, excuse me. This is just a test. Um uh, yeah. So trying to make something beautiful. 99 times out of 100 I fail. So the work I do is for the 1 out of 100 times I make something beautiful, and maybe 10,000 years from now, this message will find you. You who wants to make something beautiful. You who succeeds where I fail. My work isn't making something beautiful. My work is my prayer to you. You're the one person who sees this. You're the 10 people who see this. You're the 100 people, 1,000 people. However many. 1,000 years from today. 10,000 years from today. This prayer across time, soul to soul. That's this miraculous brotherhood, this miraculous marriage of souls across time. All souls are eternal. 2 plus 2 equals 4 is eternal. One of the things, it's almost the most important philosophical point. It's right up there. It's never discussed. God cannot change arithmetic. The more complex mathematics are, the easier it is for God to manipulate them. It's the same way that a more complicated architectural structure is actually like a more sophisticated, complicated architectural structure is actually more complicated to shore up because there are more points of failure. And even if you have the most perfect architect in the world, if you don't have the best builder in the world, your architecture is shit. Chances are quite good that the best architects in the world have the second best builders. As it turns out, over time, it's arguable that one might be better off being the second best architect with the best builders. It's been argued in the past that beta was superior to VHS. Beta, home movies, were superior technologically to VHS. I don't know. I don't have a what's the word? What's the word they use these days? I don't have a what is it? A dog in the game? I don't have a horse in the game. I'm not in that game. It's kind of like one time at a job interview. Back in the day, would you believe that, I don't know, about 20 years ago, I interviewed at Morgan Stanley? I was a young man then. much more quote unquote handsome, and I went to a like kind of a recruiting session, and here I am, some punk kid, and I'm sitting with like bankers and insurance people. We're in a boardroom. There's like a long table, you know, it's one of these like 18-foot tables, and you're just sitting there like, I was given an interview. I was beginning to be prepped for the job, but then the local manager of this Morgan Stanley place was ready to hire me, but the district manager was like, he doesn't have a degree. All I would have needed is a associate's degree, I think, and I would have been eligible for the job. I'm 2 credits shy of an associate's degree, which is like 2/3 of a class. If I took 1 college class, I'd qualify for an associate's degree in Bachelor of Arts. But the reason why I was a good candidate for the local manager was because I took a 50-question test on finance. I've never taken I took like 3 weeks of Business 101 in college, and I was like, my professor's a douchebag, so I'm out of here. And that was all the business training I had until I had to go out into the real world and realize that, like, oh, making money is about making money. Like, you're out there making money, you know, and we criticize the system because it's like, oh, we're making money for the man. But yeah, that's the thing. The man's paying us. The man, whoever that man is, good or bad, and there's lots of good ones and lots of bad ones, but whoever that man is, that man's making money for me, and I'm making money for the man, so the man can pay me. Like, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Like, if I ain't making money for the man ain't gonna fucking pay me, right? Or you the man. Well, if you the man, you gotta pay the other man. If you're the man over me, you're right? We're fighting, right? So right now, say we're having some kind of intellectual battle. Say you're watching this 10 years from now, 100 years from now, and you're like, no. So we're having an intellectual battle, right? But at the end of the day, I'd think if we're civilized, sophisticated, moral, spiritual, religious, good people, we would wish the best for each other, no matter what we believe, right? Well, there's a price, there's a cost for that. The difference between, like, what I always say about me, the difference between me and the difference between me and my boss is, like, I really am a dumb painter. I paint houses for a living. I'm an employee. I go to work. I paint shit. That's one skill. But to be a quote-unquote entrepreneur and